are the four fast ways to get a great offer and avoid dropping your price. Because as I told you guys, we don't want to drop the price. We want to increase the value to make sure that you get more money for your offers and that you help your customers the best way. Because the more you're going to the more value you're going to be able to provide to them, the better the experience will be, and the more you're going to help them. So let's get into the four fast ways to increase the value without dropping the price. Number one way, build up the value. So as I told you guys, it's either when you are trying to increase the value, you have either two options. You either decrease the price or you increase the perceived value of what you are selling. So make sure you bundle a ton of things into your offering to increase the perceived value. And from there, you can augment your price. Number two, add information's product. That's a great way to actually increase the value because, hey, let's say you're selling a physical product, for example. Oftentimes that happens with e-commerce businesses. They're like, hey, I cannot sell like other products of my inventory because it's going to cost me more money. And then I'm just selling two different products other than one. Well, you can do that, but one of the easy ways to do that is to add information products. Maybe you can add an ebook with this that's going to tell you the best way to implement the product that you just sell them, or a video course, some kind of a bonus that you can do. You can basically make it, film it, record it, whatever it is you're creating, you make it, and then it's basically already done and you're just sending it with no cost, with no added cost. So that can be a great way for you e-commerce business owners to add some value. Next way that you guys can do it is, what this one of the tips I got for you is that you should make it 10x. For the guys that are liking Grant Cardone, 10x the value of the real products. Let me tell you what I mean by that after a quick sip of my water. What do I mean by making it 10x the value? There is a principle in online marketing, and I think if you went to enough webinars or things like that, you've seen that enough, where people basically have a big price of like, hey, it's going to be $100,000, and they drop the price and it's 10 times less that price. Well, there is a logic behind this. I don't remember exactly who invented that rule or saw that principle working, but the idea behind it is to sell dollars for dimes. Let's say you exchange me a dime for $1. How much time will you want to keep that exchange going? Like as much as you possibly can, because you see it as a great deal. That's exactly the thing that we try to do here, is to increase the value. So you see people bundling things like, hey, this is a value of 6,000, then that's another thing with a value of this and that. And the idea that the ideal goal that you should have is to make sure that at the end, you sell it for 10 times less the value that it's really worth. So you augment the perceived value, and then after that, you drop the real price, which should be 10 times less than the value of all the things that you bundled together. And if you do that, people are going to have an extreme perceived value of the offer that you just made and are going to see it as a great deal. So make sure that you do that. Next one, I'm going to go back to the slide really quick. Add a solution to the next problem. So that's going to be a great way to select which product that you should pick to add to your bundle, to your offers. Basically, what you do is like, okay, I just gave them that product in my offering. What is the next problem that they're going to have? For example, let's say you sell them, again, let's stay into the hair cutting situation. You sell them a product to a specific shampoo. What's the next problem they may be going to have? Hey, they do not have, if they are a guy, they do not have something to take care of their beard. Maybe I can sell them as well something to take care of their beard. Now, they may not know how to use a product, so maybe I share with them an ebook or a video of how to use a product correctly. And maybe when they know how to use that product correctly, maybe they need another product that I'm going to sell them. You see, basically you ask yourself, okay, I give them this. What's the next problem they need to solve when they get this? That's a great way to add products to your bundle offer. And then, because you guys know that I like to share with you some bonuses, I always give you some gifts. Bonus of today is to always have an upsell. And that's keeping the same principle. An upsell is basically, hey, you have another options That's more money. And the thing is, always keep in mind that what's the next problem? What's the next problem I'm going to solve with them? And sometimes you can include all that in a bundle, but maybe when it's another solution, a different problem that you can solve, let's keep it into the hair cutting situation. Let's say, hey, a guy wants to have great hair products. The beard option would be a great upsell. Hey, do you want to have like 2 more bottles of that that hair thing? And with that, we're going to ship you one beard care kit for free. You know, that's going to be a great upsell for that situation. So that's that principle of always trying to find the next solution. Use that as well to create upsells, because the more you're going to have upsells, the more you're going to be able to have your customers to attain the dream results that you want them to achieve.